Well, greetings and salutations, test takers. This is Dean Tenney coming to you from my studio here in the fabulous Las Vegas with another explication request for 6566. The best free supplement to your paid study materials is my YouTube channel. But if you don't have a Kaplan Q Bank, I highly recommend it as a paid supplement. You can get a 10% discount at checkout with the promo code, discount code, GURU10. For that commercial, Kaplan allows me to give you free look on Kaplan questions. I'll help you with any question you have from any test prep vendor. It's just easier if it's Kaplan because you can just send me the QID. I can bring it up backstage. All right, so Cecil has a discretionary managed account with Pelf Reliable Advisors, an investment advisor registered in states C, D, and G. Over the past year, the portfolio produced a 12% return with a beta of 1.05. So a little more volatile than the market as a whole. The risk-free rate is 3.5. So 3.5 is what we get for not risking our capital. So we, of that 12, 3.5 we could have got without hazarding taking any risk. And the overall market returned 10.85. Based on this information, calculate the alpha and determine if PRA, added any value to the portfolio. Now, I think for test purposes, it is sufficient to think of alpha as the excess return over beta. I find it very unlikely they're going to make you calculate, alpha. In a simpler version of this, maybe I just tell you the market returned 10%, the security had a beta 1.5. What was your expected or required rate of return? You times that, you tell me 15%. If I tell you like 18%, you tell me that's 3% alpha. Or if it's, 14%, 1% negative alpha. I think it's much, much simpler and linear as it's tested. But welcome to the wonderful world of test prep vendors. Okay, so the formula for calculating alpha is the actual return. Now, in math, there's always different ways to do things. I was tutoring a guy for his 66, and he said, Dean, I'm not spending money to have you teach me math or tutor me on math because I'm a math guy. And there's lots of ways to get to the right answer when it comes to math. If you tell me you missed your mark on your exam because of math, I'm going to say, you had bigger problems elsewhere, my friend. Most of the math is current yield, balance sheet calculations, that kind of stuff. Okay, so the actual return that we got was 12% here. But remember, we could have got 3.5% of that without risking our capital. And then, beta is what we expect to get from the market. So if I'm a money manager here, you need to pay me to keep pace with the market. Well, you do, but it'd be great if I could get you some alpha. So the beta was 1.05 and the market return was 10.85. Now, again, the market return, some of that we could have got without hazarding our capital in the market, right? The risk-free rate of return, which in this question is 3.5%. All of that, and that gives us alpha. Okay, so let's go through now and get these numbers going. So there's our actual return of 12%. The risk-free rate of return is 3.5%. So we got that part in there. Market return was not 12. Remember, it was there's our beta. There's our market return. So 10.5 minus 3.5, because remember, of that 10.5, 3.5% we didn't need to risk our capital for. And so, parentheses, order of operations, we do, things in parentheses first. And we now have, we're getting our numbers going here, right? So 8.5% on this first part here. That's the 12% minus the 3.5%, the actual return minus the risk-free rate of return. And then we minus the beta 1.505 times the 7.35. The 7.35, again, is the parentheses 10.85, the market return minus the risk-free. And again, that would mean now we end up with 8.5%. When I times 1.05, the beta, by 7.35, that is 7.72. And we end up with our answer here, which is we did have alpha, and the alpha was 0.78. And again, we did add value, right? Because alpha is the excess return over beta. So again, do I think you should invest a lot of time in questions like this? I do not. I don't know what the answer is that, I'm hoping you're operating from abundance as a test taker. And that means you're in the, high 70s, higher, better, but mid 70s, where in questions like this, you can go, really? I think I'm just going to guess B. I'm going to assign that one to the universe. I will make it up elsewhere. So anyways, hope you helped this. I found this application helpful. I will put it in the 65, 6 playlist because it's, both those exams, some of the content overlaps. And remember, inch by inch, your Series 65 or Series 66 is a cinch. Yard by yard, your 65, 66 is hard.